guys, it's Lynn here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Now this is just a very quick video because I'm actually, it's nearly spring. It's the 19th of March today. And I'm going to start off by giving my cacti and succulents that have had pretty much a dry, long winter here in Ireland, their first watering of the year. Now, I'm going to be leaving some of the very large cacti, like this Trichocereus here, for another few weeks before I start giving them a good water, and some of the very tall ones here because they're sort of very well full of water and no need to worry about them just yet. I'm going to be moving a lot of these into the greenhouse, and if I give them a good water about 2 or 3 weeks before I move them, they're going to be twice as heavy. So I'm going to be leaving these. But what I'm going to be doing today is watering a lot of the small ones for the very first time, as you can see here, especially some of these. And a good idea to know when it's time to start watering is, rather than it just being, oh, it's spring now, I'm going to start watering, is to always see for signs of shriveling. As you can see, these are my very, very tiny Camaceras here, and they're just starting to show signs of shriveling, so it's going to be a first watering for them. The Aporo cacti I've been keeping lightly watered throughout the winter and letting them totally dry out in between, as you can see here. Signs of flower buds, which is wonderful. And that's when you know it's time also in the spring to start watering your cacti and succulents again, when they show signs of either new growth, signs of shriveling, or signs of buds, which, as you can see here, my Aporo cactus flagelliformis has got buds, which is really exciting, and a lot of all flowers coming on the euphorbias as well, the obesus, and flower buds forming on my pachyphytums. So that's a good sign. You've got flower buds forming and new growth. Then it's time to get watering, and obviously now it's nearly spring. 2 days to go, guys, on the 21st. I'm really excited that it's going to be spring soon. This is the time I'm always being asked, when do I start to water my cacti and succulents? And I always say usually as a rule from spring onwards, sort of middle March, but really you need to go by how your plants are actually looking. If they're shriveling up during the winter before that, you can give them a bit of water, as long as you be very, very careful. And obviously, just because it's now nearly spring, you don't automatically start watering if you've got plants that are sitting there still looking pretty dormant, and especially if they're large and in big pots. I'm going to be leaving some of these bigger ones to water maybe the next 2 to 3 weeks. But I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do to start these up. As you can see here, my Mammillaria spinosima here has got flower buds on as well, so good sign to start watering. I've been watering, as you know, I made a video yesterday on my Graptopetalum, beautiful flowers there. If you haven't seen it, check the video up above, guys. And that's obviously, I've been keeping that well watered because that came into flower bud a couple of weeks ago. And obviously my Pilosa pilos, that's been beautifully flowering as well, which is wonderful. So I've given that a bit of water. But as I say, all I do to start them up for the first water of the year, and I'll just show you here, I use one of these little plant sprays. They're great because you can control the watering. And also I use the watering can on the bigger plants as these, but I won't be doing these for another few weeks yet. But as I say, I'm going to be just starting these. And just to get them up, I don't go too crazy. I do give them a good water, but I don't go mad. Just enough to soak the soil and not... Oh, sorry, just make sure I've got the camera on the right place here. I'm going to be carried away. Just enough to soak the soil, but not too wet. Now, what you often find is that when it's your first time watering these plants, the water can go straight out the bottom of the pot, which is one of the reasons I love to use proper soil-based, loam-based compost rather than peat-based with the cacti. But obviously, it's whatever you prefer. The soil I like to use, I like to make my own. And links up above to a video I've made on how I make my own cactus and succulent compost. So check that out, guys. It's far more economical and you know what's going into it. As I say, a good water, but without going too mad. And obviously, I'm going to let them completely dry out again totally dry for another week or two before starting to water, as it's still early days. Flower buds also on these, so that's good to see. So some of my succulents I will sort of keep watered still throughout the winter. Oh, the sun's coming out. Happy days. And that's really it. So just to let you know, guys, that this is the time of year that it's good to start watering your cacti and your succulents again, and keep an eye on them, because don't just water for the sake of it if they don't need it. Still early days, still sort of late winter as such, very early spring. So, but just to keep aware of it, look out for signs of flower buds and new growth, and here you go. And I'm going to be doing an update on my collection because I've got lots going on. My saguaro seedlings are doing well, and I'll do a separate video on them in the next couple of days, so stay tuned. And I'm going to do an update video soon. And I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of cactus power. As always, from Ireland. And until the next video, guys.